Alright, here's a new coin that I just bought that I think has 100x potential. And I've also just opened a short position, so I'm going to talk about that later in the video. But before I get into it, please drop a like for good luck. Subscribe, hit the notification bell to keep up to date with my future videos. And let's get into it. So this coin is called Definitive. The ticker is EDGE. Currently just under a 20 million market cap. So 100x from here would put it at about a 2 billion market cap, okay? And the reason this is possible is because this is a DEX, okay? And we've seen other DEXs, such as Hyperliquid right now, which is 10 billion market cap. That's a DEX. Uniswap, which in 2021 went to 20 billion market cap. PancakeSwap in 2021 went to 6 or 7 billion market cap. So 100x for this at 20 million market cap is very possible, right? It is the moon target, right? It is the best case scenario, but there is potential for that to happen. Okay, so this is a good project as well. Right, so even if it doesn't do 100x, it's still worth holding in my opinion, because it's still going to do some gains, right? It's a good project, but there's also a chance that it could explode 100x. That's the good thing about it. That's what you really want. You want to find projects that you can hold that are going to at least do some gains, right? But there is still potential for a huge gain as well, right? Like, you want to minimize your risk and maximize your reward at the same time. And I think if it doesn't do a huge 100x gain, then I think the conservative target for this one would be to compare it to some other DEXs. So we had Smart DEX, this one went to a 200 million market cap, so that's a 10x, okay? Apex Protocol also went to 200 million, that's a 10x. Cetus Protocol went to 250 million, so that's over a 10x, okay? So the potential is there for it to do a 10x, conservatively speaking, or a 100x in the moon case, right? And this is what it looks like. It's a decentralized exchange, but it looks kind of like a centralized exchange, and it basically links all the chains together. So it's kind of like, if you're in the UK, which I know most of you aren't in the UK, but you probably have similar websites for your insurance, where you have like compare websites for your insurance. We have compare the market or go compare. So this is basically like that, but for a DEX. So it will compare the cheapest prices from all the different DEXs, and then it will execute the trade that you want to trade, and it will give you the best. It will give you the best deal for your trade, basically, okay? And you can trade across all different chains, so Base, Solana, Ethereum. This token's on Base, but it's multi-chain, and yeah, that's basically what it does. It executes the best possible trade that it can throughout all of the different DEXs. And the team's doxed as well, okay? So I haven't gone through all of these, but these two used to work at Coinbase, okay? So Dennis, he was a senior software engineer for Coinbase, and this guy, Jai Prasad, he was the crypto product lead for Coinbase, okay? So they're from Coinbase. And maybe some of these other members are as well. I haven't checked all of them. I just checked the founders. There's also this guy that's a founder as well, but I didn't check him yet. But these two, they used to work for Coinbase. And this project's already listed on Coinbase. 20 million market cap, already listed on Coinbase. It launched a little over a month ago. Okay, so there's a lot of potential for this one. It's on a little bit of a dip right now. I'm not sure if it's going to come down lower. Maybe it will. Maybe I'll buy more if it comes down lower. But we'll have to see. This project's also a US-based project, so that's good. And another thing is that there's no big unlocks or there's no more unlocks at all until April 2026. So in 305 days, it says, that's when the unlocks happen. So we've got basically a year of no unlocks happening. So yeah, this project's definitely looking good for a 10x in my opinion, and hopefully a 100x. Hey, we'll see how it goes. If we're going to get a massive bull run for all of crypto, then it's possible, okay? So fingers crossed. And this is the project that I've opened a short on. I'm not suggesting that you start leverage trading if you don't leverage trade already, but I like to do some shorts on leverage trading because obviously you can't do a spot short, right? But you can actually do a 1x leverage short, so you're not actually using leverage. It's basically a spot short, but obviously if the price doubles, then you lose 100% of your money. So you get liquidated if the price doubles. But this is a good basic strategy to use in the bear market, right? If there's no prices going up and you still want to make money, if there's a big bear market, it's worth learning this because you can make money in the bear market. Then you can just open 1x leverage, or I prefer to open like 2 or 3x leverage, maybe a little bit more. So yeah, it's a good strategy for the bear market, right? Or in this case here, I just see this project pump up like that, and then it's probably going to have a correction, right? So we saw it back here, this project pumped up. I just see this on the trending coins on CoinMarketCap, right? Back here it's pumped up a lot, and then it had a sell-off, okay, it crashed after that. So it's probably going to do that again, right, in the short term. Or maybe it's just going to keep going higher, maybe. But I'm thinking it's going to have a correction here, okay? So yeah, this project's right towards the previous all-time highs over here, okay? And it's rejecting off of it. So there is a chance it can break through it and hit my stop loss, and I'll be out of the trade. But my stop loss is at 181, okay? So the trade's winning so far. Yeah, I think this can have a correction down here somewhere. So that's my short that I've opened up for any of you guys that are interested in leverage trading. And that's all for today. So Again, drop a like for good luck, subscribe, whack on the bell notification to keep up to date on my future videos, and thanks for watching.